He totally just ate that piece of paper, didn't he? And he's swallowing it. He ate the paper. He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as in his mind. It's just a strange habit of his. Please don't be too concerned. It would probably be too much to ask him not to be concerned at all. More importantly, Detective Bad, will you give us permission to participate in the investigation? Permission denied. Why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jeff's defense attorney. Defense attorneys plant false evidence to try and get their not guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client. I can't trust that, coming from a defense attorney. Do the police still suspect Mr. Master even after the investigation? If we didn't, we wouldn't have arrested him. I believe that Mr. Master is innocent. That's why I have come to investigate. Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene. How naive. That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By investigating the crime scene, I want to ascertain if my thinking was naive or not. So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene? Yes. Fine then. I will give you permission to investigate the crime scene. Thank you. Lollipop! But I'll be accompanying you. I can't trust you defense attorneys after all. If you understand that, you can begin your investigation. That's a lollipop? I'm a little surprised myself. Alright, let's begin the investigation. Raymond, be sure to take notes on the case. Leave it to me, Mr. Edgeworth! Just begin already. Jesus, Bad, you're so nice. Anyway. Alright, let's... Oh, I can talk to Bad. Let's, present my badge. What? Ha! Working with defense attorneys isn't worth it. They go through the crime scene as they please and interpret their findings to their favor. Why do you say all this when it's the prosecutors that generally get to go through and do stuff? I don't even... Oh, well, then again, Phoenix... Do you also feel that way about me? He didn't confirm or deny it. I guess that's a good thing. Your way of investigating is too soft. An investigation is like a popsicle. Walk around the crime scene and investigate. Talk with the people involved. If you do that, little by little, you'll lick it down to its core. The truth will be written on the end of the popsicle stick. I pray that it doesn't say the truth was lost for all eternity. That was nice. Alright, let's talk to Raymond. This is an actual crime scene! I'm so excited! This isn't a game, Raymond. Please be more serious. Yes, sir! I'm taking a memo right now! Oh. What exactly are you writing? I'm copying down this dessert recipe over here! Raymond, please be more serious. Yes, sir! Yes, because that recipe will really help us. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Excuse me, but you are... There are too many dudes in this case. I'm not sure if I can do all these dudes. Or keep them unique. My apologies. I was meditating. What did you ask, sir detective? Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm his assistant, Raymond. Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustava. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest. What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustava? Ooh! My specialty is making desserts out of candy. Aw, what a cute seahorse! It was meant to be a dragon dancing in the sky. This is a dragon? I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky. I know all too well that design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Zhangfa once things settle down here. I probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustava, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room? Sir Detective wanted to know more about the desserts in his room, so he asked me to come. Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something. First, we present our badge. That badge has a rather artistic design. My craftsman spirit is shaking. Mind if I borrow it for a while? Sorry, this is rather important to me. It would be unbearable if it got hurt in the candy-making process. Mr. Gustava, those instruments you use are quite unusual. These instruments are called candy pumps, and they pump air into the candy. They're kinda like swords. They're so cool. Indeed. Ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I didn't receive a burn or wound. That's why I wear red clothes, so that not a single stain will ever show on me. Making desserts is a serious business. I am always training. Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough? Oh, he still has some snark, even though he doesn't say it openly. Can you tell me about the great dessert contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems the desserts weren't just for eating. The exhibit Sir Master held was a contest in the art of dessert. The art of dessert? Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts. Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate. Sir Master exhibits great talent in both flavor and design. If you are not able to surpass Sir Master in flavor and design, you will not be able to win. Beating the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty hard, isn't it? In other words, if I can surpass Sir Master, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest. The prize is the title of the world's greatest. In addition to that, there is also Sir Master's treasured angel recipe. If you want to learn more about the contest, just look at this piece of paper. Hey! These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest. Thank you. Sorry, but I do not know much about the incident. I only learned about the incident after the judging had finished. How was the contest judging carried out? Let's see. Sir Master started judging at 3 p.m. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in a clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Sir Master's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room of the female pastry chef named Delicia was judged. Delicia? A female pastry chef. What kind of person is she? She is a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. Lastly, Sir Dover's room was judged. His works were frozen statues made from sherbet. Sorbet? Sherbet? All discover the body in the middle of Gustava's judging. She panicked, and because she immediately notified the police, Master continued judging, without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master judged Dover's room in Dover's absence. It seems we have plenty of room to suspect Master. I'm lacking in information. It's probably too early to object. Maybe. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you talking to Mr. Gustava about earlier? I was asking him about the chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing. I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get answers. Though, thanks to your arrival, I still haven't gotten my answer yet. Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, we can ask him about it right now. I guess you don't understand sarcasm. Mr. Gustava, can you assist us with this matter? I train in the art of dessert every day. If you have a question about desserts, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much. Alright, well, let's examine this, right? Then let's look at these weird fingerprints up here. These finger marks are... These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to, since no fingerprints were left behind. Finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. Hey, add that to there. It's a mystery. He was probably wearing gloves. Detective Bad lacks dreams and romance. I don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene. Yeah, no. Okay, what? That? Okay, that doesn't seem right either. Let's see. You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate? As expected of Master Jeff. Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me. Impressive, Sir Attorney. You notice well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe. The angel's recipe. The prize for the contest. This picture isn't made of chocolate! Indeed, within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. Sir Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room. So the contestants knew the recipe was here. How about it? This frame. Don't you think it's missing something? This must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Gustavo about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing. That's what's been bothering me as well. What's missing? Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. There. English Greg. Is that Pro Z? Is that Pro DZ or whatever? Oh god, he's so great. If that's him, that's awesome. If he got the part. Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing? It's true. It's different from the other decorations. This is in perfect balance in the decorations. It's not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further. All these low voices. Dudes! All the desserts in this room each have one part missing. Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene. That's rude. Perhaps. Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us. Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Tampered desserts. I wonder if they're connected to the incident. Achoo! Are you alright, Raymond? Or is it Raymond? This room is way too cold! The fountain patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat? Oh! Nope, I'm fine! Because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney. That's right. Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Why don't you try opening the panel cover on that wall? Panel cover? Whoa, there's a secret panel hidden there. This control panel is installed in all the rooms Sir Master prepared. So as not to detract Dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it, and I need to stop here because we're out of time. But hey, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! He totally just ate that piece of paper, didn't he? And he's swallowing it. I hate the paper. He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as in his mind. It's just a strange habit of his. Please don't be too concerned. It would probably be too much to ask him not to be concerned at all. More importantly, Detective Bad, will you give us permission to participate in the investigation? Permission denied. Why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jeff's defense attorney. Defense attorneys plant false evidence to try and get their not. If we didn't, we wouldn't have arrested him. I believe that Mr. Master is innocent. That's why I have come to investigate. Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene. How naive. That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client. I can't trust that, coming from a defense attorney. Do the police still suspect Mr. Master even after the investigation? Investigating the crime scene, I want to ascertain if my thinking was naive or not. So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene? Yes. Fine then. I will give you permission to investigate the crime scene.